get this message, okay? There's a beautiful transformation happening now. There's awakening. This is Osiris. There's a whole story about it, but that person was put back together by love and assistance from a sister whose husband was responsible for dismembering this person. But there's a regeneration going on. The parts are put back together, and Anubis is there. It's opening the way. He's the opener of the way, like the first card in the deck. But he opens the way, and you see his heart there, big heart, full of love, and there's protection, spiritual protection and guidance there. So we're being guided, and doors are opening, portals opening for this transmutation of beauty. This is beauty. This transmutation of beauty. Air, speaking, messages, air, thoughts, speaking, words, things that lead to emotions. So it's being transformed. The things that people are saying, the words that go through the airwaves are being guided to transmute into beautiful things, looking at beautiful things, saying things that are beautiful and lovely and of a good report. Speak on those things with these cosmic influence here. Okay? So this is the moon, but it's Mayat, fierce love, and it's air, like through the airways, fierce love and compassion with the knowledge. That's the book of wisdom there. Using wisdom, fierce compassion and knowledge, love. There's that bird up there. Near, what is that? A planet? Or it could be the sun, the other side of the moon. There's cycles, cosmic influences happening right now. And it could be through it, the air sign. I know we're in the age of Aquarius, and that is an air sign. But the bottom line is we're being guided, and doors are being opened for us to speak more beautifully, talk about the beautiful things. It doesn't have to be love. It's what you love, the things you love, and that make you fiercely, like, your animals, your pets, you're fierce about your pets, your children, you're fierce about your children. Maybe your art, like I know when I make my art, I'm fierce about that. They're like my babies. Like that's my guy here. I'm like, who is this? He done changed. Because I couldn't get the hat right. So now I'm still going to go back in there and try and fix this hat. So I'm like, who is this? Whose person is this? But I do enjoy him. I gotta fix that stuff. But it's my part of it's like I love it. So it's healing for me. I get downloads. I get lost in it because I love it. It's like I'm not doing. It's like when you work and it doesn't feel like work. Although it is my talent, it's part of my talent. I'm an artist. I don't focus on it all the time. I use it, as a measure of healing. Like sometimes I'm going through something, I'll know if I'm picking up my art. If I want to get a canvas or I find a canvas. Like I've been looking for a huge canvas because I want to do a big one again. I use big brush. And I have some other ideas. But anyway, cosmic influences. There's shifts that are happening. The Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter, Venus and Mars, and just how the new moons, the full moons, they're all impactful with information. And so here's the high priestess. Now, I'm pretty sure the high priestess is the one who did a lot of the work, summoning, asking God for help, and getting the wisdom, and finding all the parts, because they were scattered all over. It's kind of like God's people. They're all over. They're scattered all over the world. And so the high priestesses, the psychics, the messengers are being guided to speak with beautiful emotions. So if you have to, because life is, balance. So everybody's aware of the negative. So it's like spin it. What ways can you spin influence through knowledge, fierce love, and compassion, speaking with beauty, and helping others go through the way. And here's the Nile, the water, the emotions. So the high priestess, is bringing in emotion, the water, the sacred water, the archetypal water, that way it was originated to be before it got so convoluted. I mean, the water is so polluted, right? The literal water, let alone that spiritual water. So it's being cleansed, it's being called in, it's being beautified through the cosmic influences, through the knowledge, the fierce love and compassion, speaking words of beauty and transmuting the negativity, the emotions, using the intuition, but the mysteries, the mysteries, the mysteries of how this happened. Well, God is the creator of heaven and earth. How is He's almighty, okay? We can't recreate what He did. Man tries to duplicate and recreate, but it was already created. Now we are created in God's image and His likeness. But what we forget to do is get approval from Him. Plug into Him, His ways, His beautiful ways, regulating our emotions, not going off half-cocked, not sending airwaves, air, thoughts, words, these emotions across water and land, stirring up. Here it is, this Bible dancer there. So there's a new cycle. This is a cycle of change. And that's what it is. Things are changing. And they change as we change. So it's like we think that the computers are smarter than us. But the computers can't do anything unless we plug it in. And then we only get the charge and the information when we're plugged in. If we are not even alive, we don't physically here on earth have the opportunity to plug in, and use a physical body. So God is using our physical bodies. He's our charge. He charges us as we wake up every day. And now we're at the cycle of change. And we can instead of the world ending, how people say, it's all over, we can use the knowledge, the cosmic influences, fierce compassion, the spirit of the living God that lives within us, like the water that flows. It's endless. And so I see this twirling here going. And that's next to this bird here, it's twirling. So, merging air and the water, speaking to the water, speaking life, speaking transmutation, speaking regeneration, speaking fierce love and compassion will create this beautiful cycle of change here that we're upon. Spiral dancer. And let's dance. And let's do this. Okay? We release. We did that. Release all past life trauma and pain that we've afflicted. I said that yesterday, to afflict it. So we need to apply this, applicable. And also, whatever things are applicable to you, take things how they resonate, okay? If it doesn't resonate, if it's for someone else, if it sounds like it's for someone else, maybe give them a word, okay? But I think it's for all of us. I think it's for all of us to change the way that we speak, the way that we interact with each other. It's time for change. It's past time. But we have this opportunity, this pull, this to release the past, the things that hurt us, things from our childhood, the traumatic things that happened. Yeah, we've all been through things, some worse than others, and I'm not trying to make light of anybody's pain, but you gotta let it go. You gotta lighten up so you can live. You can't let what happened to you steal your whole life from you. You're letting them win. You may as well just may as well release all the blockages created by others, and the ones that you held on to that you can just release right now. It's a block. Just see a block, see it, and drop it, and watch it break like it's heavy, it's big, it's huge. Been carrying this for a long time. Drop it and see how it crumbles and breaks. And just get rid of it. Me, I like to recycle things. So, child, I'm thinking of making a mosaic tile out of it. Kind of like the Osiris, that it found all his parts, and him, with the help of his sister, from what the story here, her husband was jealous of him or something like that. Yeah, even his magic stick, child, they had to find it all, put it back together. But it's being put back together better, stronger, faster, like the $1 Million Man, baby. What? Okay. Like, share, subscribe. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Okay? Leave me a comment. What do you think?